What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be flying a brand new plane that just picked up the Boeing 747 800 from SSG. This is the version 2. Let me go ahead and change the time real quick here just so you guys can take a look at what this plane looks like. Pretty cool plane. I did one flight with it already. It's pretty similar to how the Boeing 777 flies and handles. I do like the plane. There's definitely still a lot of work that can be done with this plane to make it, something comparable to, say, the Zebo mod. But in all, it's a pretty nice plane to fly. And we're getting close to completing our collection of the Boeing airplanes for X-Plane here. So the only plane that I have left, actually I have two more left to get, and that's the 757 and the 787. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and put the time back to normal, track real world time, apply. We'll jump into the cockpit. The only thing that I've done is get this plane powered on with the lights and everything, just so we can actually see what we're doing here. And then let's connect to the VATSIM network real quick. And let's go ahead and start get this thing set up and configured for you guys. So we're flying out of, I forgot to mention, we're flying out of, let's actually make sure there's not a plane underneath me. It looks like there is, but let's see if we can move over to a different change location here. Looks like there's an event or something going on here. Let's try a term. We'll set that up. Alright, now we're completely dark. That's alright. Alright, shift in. So first thing we gotta do is hit external power. We'll turn the battery on. And then we'll turn off night vision again, get all the lights turned up nice and bright. Switch the standby power to auto. We'll get the IRSs aligning. Get all these, get all these lights turned up here just so we can see what's going on in the cockpit. So anyways, like I was saying, I think there's an event going on here on VATSIM. I'm not 100% sure, but we have good coverage from Daytona Beach, which is where we're going to be flying from, up to Atlanta. We have ground, tower, and approach and departure, I believe, for Daytona, and then it looks like the same exact thing for Atlanta, as well as Jacksonville Center and Atlanta Center. So we're gonna have pretty good coverage going up there. Should be a pretty nice flight. Hopefully we don't have any issues like we did in the last stream. If you guys saw the last stream here, we had the throttles firewall out on us at 84%, and we had to kill an engine and then ultimately kill both engines to even land in the ERJ 145. Completely unplanned, not sure how that happened, but it did, so that was pretty interesting to deal with. So real quick, let's get hydraulics onto auxiliary. All this stuff, I don't know why it's already on for us, but it is. Go ahead and flip on our nav light. And then we'll put on the strobe as well. We'll leave the beacon off for now. And then let's put on our wing and logo lights here just so we can see what's going on outside. Alright, then we need to jump into this little tablet thing. We got the GPs connected. Let's actually pull up AviTab here so we can see what our fuel... we don't have the AviTab built into this plane, so we'll kind of just have to, where are we going, KDAB? We kind of have to use whatever you would call this thing. We're going to 4,000 or 40,000 feet. Our fuel, whoops, let's go back a couple pages. Our fuel today, we need to actually set this, I don't know why we have to do this every time, but it's set to kilos, so we need to set it to pounds. We're in the United States, so fueling, we're going with 53.6. So 50, I guess, 53 is as close as we'll get to that. We can actually go 54. No, it doesn't hurt to have more fuel than less. So that'll load up. While that's loading, we're going to go into our payload. We're going to go 92 this time. 92.2. We'll go ahead and get that loaded as well. Alright, so that should get that. Fuel should be set 54. Payload. Alright, cool. So we're pretty much done in that tablet there. So let's get this out of the way just for a minute. Kind of just move that off to the side. Let's jump down into our FMC. Actually, we'll see if we can minimize it, make this a little bit smaller. Ah, perfect. Alright. So for the FMC, this thing is, it did take me a minute to figure out how to get the nav that I loaded on here, but I did get that set up. I'll probably make a video on how to do that because there is absolutely nothing out there that is a straightforward video on how to do that. So like I said, we're flying out of KDAB, which is Daytona Beach. This is where Embry-Riddle is located. Not sure what gate we're at. I don't even think we're at a gate. Been flying with that ERJ 145 lately, and it's I've gotten used to being able to type in everything. KATL on the FMC. Go ahead and activate and execute that. I don't know why, but unlike with the Zebo where you can put in everything, your whole flight plan, with this, if you don't activate it on that page that you're on, it pretty much goes away. I don't understand it at all, but flight number, we don't have a Delta or anything American Airlines livery. We only have the default Boeing, so we're gonna go with Boeing 1848. And then let's go to our departure arrival. Departure, we're actually not 100% sure. I'm gonna just take a look at the Aegis real quick and see what departing runways they are. They don't even have the departing on here. There's probably only one way that you can go, but let's go to flight aware real quick. I just want to make sure that we get at least somewhat set up correctly. So we're gonna go KDAB, and there's literally nothing. So let's go to the Avi tablets, airports, KDAB. Take a look at the airport. We're gonna assume that it's 25 right. We're doing the Royas 7. Just double check on that. Royas 7 to CRG. Then we'll execute that, so that makes all that stuff active. Like I said, if you don't execute it every time in this plane, for some reason when you go back in there, it's blanked out like this. But if we look at the legs, it's actually in there now once we executed it. Not sure why it does that, but it does. So route, we're going CRG direct to Sharks, SH, RKS, where is it at? RKS, direct to Sharks, direct to Lyrie. So this is our typical starting point for leaving out of Jacksonville on Lyrie, and then Lars, easy. Then we'll leave that. That should be fine. If we go into the legs, we should see those. Yep. Okay. So it's only on the departure arrival that you have to select. So we're doing the Sith 2. Sith 2, the large transition. Maybe I did something wrong there, so let's go to look at Atlanta real quick and just see what direction they're flying in. And all I'm doing is looking at that flight aware and seeing what direction they're actually landing in real life. Excuse me, the FPS, as you can see right here on the tablet, I don't know if you can see that or not, we're running about 30 frames per second. In the description, I have what my specs are. Running the i7 67K, everything's pretty much stock, not overclocking that with the 1660 Ti. So we're getting about 2830 right now. We'll see what it looks like. Like I said, I've only done one flight with this plane, so I didn't really pay attention to the frames, but we'll take a look at that once we're actually airborne and taking off and see what that does. So coming from the south, we're probably going to get, if we take a look at Atlanta, I don't remember as many times I've flown into Atlanta, I should remember I want to say it's 26 left, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh man. KATL search. Next. It's 26 left, or 27 left, that's what we're going to get. So we're going to do ILS for 27 left. So we're doing the Sith 2 arrival, which doesn't even show up in there. Isn't that wonderful? What does this have? That's why. So if we just edit our flight plan real quick and change that to 27. Just want to see what it looks like here. So our FPS is dropping down a little bit once we're multitasking between the other monitor here and this one. So Jedi 2. Should know that too, as many times I've flown into. We're going to do Jedi 2 for 27 left with the large transition. Execute that. Now if we go to our legs, we'll check if there's any discontinuities. Of course there is. Execute that. Alright. While the plane's actually loaded up here, let's get APU going. First, let's turn on our fuel. Actually, we don't need to turn that on just yet. Cross feeds are already on. Don't know why they stay on this plane, but get the APU started up. Clicks back on its own. You just flip it. For some reason, I have to do this with the mouse scroll wheel. I cannot get it to actually work. Clicking it. If you click it, it'll flip to off and on, but it doesn't go to the start position. So we'll check back on that in a second here. We still got a minute to align on that. So let's go look at KDAB. Departure, we're doing that. Let's take a look at what our minimums are going to be. At least we can be prepared for that. Airport elevation is 34. We're going to expect 4,000. And we'll just wait to set the other thing there to see what our turn on our flight directors, auto throttle. ARS is almost aligned here. Let's jump down into this real quick. We can go finish setting up the plane here. Our cruise altitude is going to be 400. Our cost index is on page 1. It's always much higher in the 74800 versus the 737 or the ERJ 145. Our reserves today, rounding that up, 16, about 24,000 pounds. And you just click this right here to get the zero fuel weight, and this will adjust itself. Outside air temperature is currently 19, but we'll check before we finish doing this. We're going to look at our plan here just to make sure everything looks good. Excuse me. So let's go to legs and we'll step through this real quick. So 4,000 vectors, barbs, royas, step, CRG. Let's zoom out real quick. Actually, I just want to. Sharks, Larry, Lars, Noof. That looks good. Jedi. Awesome. That looks perfect. I do like how you can zoom in and actually get a good look at the airport here. It's kind of cool. Can't do that on any other plane that I've seen so far. So we're going to go move that. We're going to do terrain and airport. Those are really the only ones that I like to keep on. Going back up here, we now have the APU generator available, so we'll flip that on. We'll get our APU bleed on. Turn on our packs for our lovely passengers. And we're going to go back down here and take away the GPU. And let's take a listen to the Aegis 132875 real quick. Let's see, 1, 3, 2. I like how you can type that in. That's gonna save me a lot of time. Whoops. Well, I guess if I can actually get it to work here. 1, 3, 2, 8, 7. Switch. You know, I don't understand. I couldn't get the Aegis to work yesterday either when I was doing the live stream. But looking at the chat, Aegis, it's 3016. And actually, if we look at our flight plan here, we go in a couple pages back, and we should have the information in here as well, and that should be the same. So yeah, 3016. Let me just finish getting this set up. I think we're pretty much done in the FMC here. We'll set this to 19. Takeoff, we're going to do flaps 10. Get our VREV speeds. 159. And that's it for that. We'll set our speed here to 159. And then let's, what do we got here? Ground 121.9er. Man, this thing is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. 2190. Switch. See if we can hear them at least.
That was actually pretty funny. Read back all the hold short instructions.
There we go. I guess I had to turn on
Delta. DAB information Delta. Delta at time 2253 Zulu, wind 070
How's it
at
going,
3.
Infinite Pilot?
Visibility,
joining.
visibility 10 statute miles. Sky conditions CLR temp 16 Duke 13 altimeter 3016 visual approaches in use. Read back all hold short instructions, advise you have information Delta.
So we are flying from short flight from Daytona Beach up to Atlanta. This is only my second flight. We got a brand new plane, the SSG 747-800 version 2. So we're going to be trying this out, making sure we can fly the damn thing and get used to it here. Like I said, I've only done one flight in this. It seemed pretty close to the 777, which if you guys have seen any of my streams before, I've flown that a few times. It's been a while since I've flown in that. But typically wouldn't do a flight like this in this big of a plane, but this is X-plane, so why not? So we got the FMC all set up. We'll set that to RTO. Let's get, actually I need to figure out what direction. Let's get our IFR clearance real quick, because I need to figure out where we're going to be taking off from, so.
Delta.
You waiting for a clearance, sir?
Yeah, sir.
Hey, Delta 1923, roger. And Delta 1923, every clearance device ready, copy.
Very copy.
Delta 1923, you're cleared to Atlanta via the Roy 7 departure, Craig transition, and as filed, maintain 4,000, expect file 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.85, squawk 3005.
Code Atlanta, Roy 7, Craig, 4,000, departure 1885, 3005, Delta 1923.
And Delta 1923, read back is correct. Information Delta current. Expect runway 7 left for departure. Push
7
start
left.
at your discretion, call for taxi.
That's what we wanted to hear. So let's go into departure. We're going to do 7 left, Roy 7, CRG, execute that.
And November
Waves.
700 Whiskey Golf, follow the 747 into the ramp, see ya.
Yep, we're pulling into a spot now. Thanks a lot.
Don't worry, I won't hit the little Piper.
Alright, that's all I needed to hear there.
This ain't your grandfather's little Piper.
What the hell are these guys talking about?
No, don't worry, I looked on Google Maps. This seems to be the only spot where I'm not really disrupting any other air traffic. Full 2 minutes of research, you won't even know.
So, what the hell is what is going
Okay,
on
if
with
you
this?
could refrain from using non-radio call-outs, please, because it's a busy frequency again.
Okay.
Alright, so we don't have any liveries for this plane just yet since it's so new. So we're just flying with the default Boeing
Daytona ground, good evening. Easy,
livery.
223. Request a quick radio check, please.
See if I can get somewhat of a look at that.
5 also, cheers. Easy, 223.
So our call sign today is Boeing
Ground Delta 255.
1848.
To the left, as yours on the
Get that
left.
turned on there for you guys so you can
Delta
see the overlay.
355, Daytona ground, hello. Taxi to ramp via Whiskey Alpha, have a great rest of the day.
Alright, let's get our
Whiskey
IFR.
Alpha 355.
What airport are we at? Daytona ground, Boeing 1848 Heavy, looking for IFR up to Atlanta with information Delta.
Boeing 1848, are you able to set the Jedi 2 instead of Sith 2 into Atlanta?
Yeah, well, we're actually expecting that. I'd changed it on my flight plan after I had filed, so that's fine.
Okay, Boeing 1848, you're cleared to Atlanta via the Roy 7 departure. Craig transition, as filed, maintain 4,000, expect file 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.85, squawk 3031.
3031 in the box for Boeing 1848.
Boeing 1848, unreadable, full clearance. Can I hear it again, please?
Oh. Yeah, we're cleared to Atlanta. the Roy 7 departure, maintain 4,000, 40010 minutes after departure, 118.85 and 3031 for Boeing 1848.
Boeing 1848, read back is correct. Push starts at your discretion. Expect runway 7 left for departure. Push starts at your discretion. Call for taxi.
Roger, we'll expect 7 left and we'll call for taxi. Thanks, Boeing 1848. Yeah, like definitely a strange frequency. I've never, in my entire time on VATSIM, heard someone yelling "ee" in the background, but what do you know? So 7 left. I'm not actually even sure where 7 left is, so let's take a look at the Avi tablet. Go home here, airports. 7 left. All the way down here. Okay, so where we're pushed right now, we're going to go out that way, so we'll go into... Oops. Let's go to BetterPushback and get this, oh, well, not exactly, easy pushback here. Yeah, really. I guess it's, better than, playing on, Microsoft Flight Simulator
Ground to
Steam Edition,
cockpit,
but...
plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
This airport doesn't really handle 747, so not exactly configured here for the appropriate pushback and everything, but we'll deal with it.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Let's finish getting everything set up here.
Ground Volunteer 820, we're just clearing runway 7 to the left.
Volunteer 820, Daytona ground, taxi to ramp via November 6 Alpha 1. Have a great rest of your day, sir.
November 6 Alpha 1 up to the gate, Volunteer 820, thanks, you too.
Alright, so we'll get this going. So the thing with all these error messages over here on the center screen, these will all go away as we actually get the plane started up. You'll see that, which we're going to be doing here shortly.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
So let's get our rotating beacons turned on, because we're about to start the engines. Appreciate the subscribe. You should actually be getting a on-screen notification here for subscribing, but let me see if I can refresh this.
No place to park.
Not surprised, it's an event.
So there is an event going on here. That explains that.
I'm going to wait for the Airbus to move and I'll taxi around the other side there.
We'll see if there's actually a little thing that'll pop up on the screen, or at least it should.
Tow connected and bypass
subscribe.
pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I'll give you a little example here with someone that subscribed in one of the last. That's what it should look like if you just now subscribed. So hopefully that'll pop up for you. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that actually work on a live stream. All right, so we're ready to go. So we'll get the plane.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Let's turn off our packs. And I'm actually going to turn off the comms real quick just so we can hear these nice engines. Spool up. I don't have a view for the this side of the plane. Bouncing all around here. What's going on with this? I guess the BetterPushback is struggling with this. Alright, so those are stabilized. We'll get a better... Jesus, what is going on here? Let me,
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
should be able to hear that a little bit better. Oh, that sounds definitely a lot better once we get started up.
Stand by.
Alright, so let's finish getting everything set here. So we are going to turn on our packs again. And this time we will turn on... Well, it looks like our engine bleeds are already on. Turn off our APU bleed. We will switch APU off. APU generators off. Turn on our fuel. Fuel 3 override off.
Hell is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
7 left is going to be our departure, so we need to look at... we already had that open. 070. Let's get that in there real quick. Well, it's not showing up. I don't know why. Well, I apologize for that not showing up there for you, but I'll have to look into that and figure out why it's not showing up. Let's get our taxi lights on. We'll do our runway turn-offs as well, just so we could see a little bit better. Oops. Engines are good. It's ready to roll. So let's get back on comms here. Daytona ground, Boeing 1848 ready to taxi to 7 left.
Boeing 1848, runway 7 left, taxi via Alpha 1 at November, or correction, November 5, November.
Taxi via November 5, November to November 1 for 7 left, Boeing 1848. Alrighty, let's get going down the runway here. Or down the taxiway, I should say. Should be able to hear the engines a little bit better once we get them spooled up. Oh, you know what we're forgetting? We need to go flaps 10. So we'll get that down, and we also need to set our trim value. So we'll jump into the FMC real quick. Menu. Oops.
Daytona ground, Delta 1574 with you, November 7. Request taxi to the gate.
Delta 1574, taxi to ramp via Alpha, correction, November 7 Alpha 1.
November 7 Alpha to the gates. Delta 1574.
So our trim value is 6.8. Got that. So you can see the trim value set right down here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit.
The Boeing 1848 contact Daytona Tower 120.7. Have a great rest of your flight.
120.7 for Boeing 1848. Have a good night. 12070. I'm not even sure if I'm on the taxiway here. Just barely.
Daytona Tower, American 812 with you. Visual 7 left. American 812, Daytona Tower, hello. Wind 070 at tree, runway 7 left. Clear to land number 3 behind the Delta 737. Clear to land number 3, American 812, 7 left.
Alright, so departure is 118.85. So let's get that punched in down here. 1885. Just so we're ready to go. Looks like we got a plane on final. You can see them all lined up out there. There's 3 of them in line. That's pretty cool. It's too bad the plane's sinking to the ground using an XPilot. Well, I appreciate you staying on. Definitely be taking off here shortly. Daytona Tower, Boeing 1848 holding short, 7 left.
Boeing 1848, Daytona Tower, hello. Go ahead and continue holding short for me. I got some traffic on final.
Roger, we'll continue holding short, Boeing 1848. Alright, so
Number 408, Delta Hotel, excellent landing. Contact ground 121.9, and we'll see ya.
hopefully we'll get
219 or 8 Delta Hotel, appreciate it.
get off the ground here shortly, so you can catch us out and get some sleep. I myself need to be getting to bed here soon. I got to catch a flight early in the morning, flying out of Atlanta. That's where I'm actually located at, in the Atlanta area. Going on a business trip. That's why I only get to stream on the weekends. But there's a VATSIM event on, so I figured I'd hop on here. Just bought this plane yesterday, so why not get a stream in? Hopefully we can get going here. Looks like we got one more on final. So we're just going to go and you know what we need to do? We actually need to check
Delta 5547, contact ground 121.9, I see it. Over to ground 1.9 or Delta 5547, thanks, good night.
we'll go full left, full right, aileron, our rudders, pitch forward and back. Alright, let's set the parking brake. And we'll flip off our turn-offs just for the plane here on final. It's actually what they would do in real life.
Number 60902 uniform, excellent landing, sir. You can contact ground 121.9. Have an awesome night.
121.9, thanks for the compliments. You too, nice uniform.
Wonder if they can actually see the landings.
Boeing 1848, runway 7 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 7 left, Boeing 1848. Alright, cool. We'll get all these lights flipped on here. So hard to do it like that.
American 812, excellent landing, sir. Contact ground 121.9, we'll see it. Over to ground 21.9, American 812, good night. Boeing 1848, fly runway heading, runway 7 left, wind 070 at tree, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Boeing 1848. Alrighty, so we'll go 40%. Listen to these things per. And then let's hit Toga.
Daytona Tower, buenas noches, Avianca 217 Heavy on final runway 07 left. Avianca 217, Daytona Tower, buenas noches to you as well. Runway 7 left, wind 070 at tree, clear to land. Clear to land 07 left, Avianca 217 Heavy.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
Alright, we got ourselves a positive rate, gear up. Appreciate that. Have a good one, Infinite Pilot.
Boeing 1848, contact departure 118.85, see it.
Over to departure, see ya. Oh. All right. Daytona departure, Boeing 1848 with you.
Boeing 1848, Daytona departure, radar contact, sail seat.
Climbing through 3000, Boeing 1848.
Boeing 1848, clear direct Royce, climb maintain 11,000.
Clear direct Royce up to 1,000 or 10,000, Boeing 1848.
Boeing 1848, last call is blocked. It's direct Royce, Romeo, Oscar, Yankee, Echo, Sierra, and up to 11,000.
Direct Royce up to 11,000, Boeing 1848. 11,000, here we come.
November 700, Mike Sierra, back on friendly. 5,800 for 2,000. Zero Mike Sierra, Roger, break. Number 721 until daytime approach. Good evening, daytime altimeter 3016. Expect the visual approach, runway 7 left. Descend across Ormond Beach, that's Oscar Mike November, at 6,000. And depart Ormond Beach heading 250. Alright, depart the VOR 250 at 6,000.
Yeah, Officer Miles, sorry, getting back to you. I think the plane is definitely worth it. What other planes are you flying with? It's pretty similar to the 777 if you've ever flown that. Handles pretty similar to that as well.
National Aircraft Daytona Beach first, should be closing on the hour. Boeing 1848, fly heading 250 vectors for sequencing.
250 for sequencing, Boeing 1848. 250.
Actually, Boeing 1848, flying 360 vectors for sequencing.
360 for Boeing 1848.
There's a 3256 traffic 11 o'clock, 7 miles northbound at 10,747.
And we've got him inside Delta 3556.
Boeing 1848 traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles southbound, 737 at 7,000.
Roger, we've got the 7-3 in sight for Boeing 1848.
1848, Roger, clear direct to Roy's on course.
Alright, let's let the flight attendants know they can begin their in-flight service.
Boeing 1848, clear direct to Roy's.
Clear direct Royce, Boeing 1848. How do we go direct to Royce? They're throwing me through a loop here.
Boeing 1848, contact Jacksonville Center 13485 today.
Jacksonville Center 13485, Boeing 1848, have a good night. Alright, well.
And Jacksonville approach, Delta 3556, we're at 6,000, just past Ormond Beach.
Delta 3556, descend and maintain
There's some
3,000.
traffic right there.
Down to 3,000, Delta 3556.
Alright, where are we going? Jacksonville Center 13485.
Romeo Hotel 64, I just need you to squawk 1055, please.
Jacksonville Center, Boeing 1848 with you at 11,000.
Boeing 1848, Jack Center, climb and maintain, flight level 400.
Up to flight level 400, Boeing 1848. Alright, so we just got approved up to our
Echo
cruise.
Romeo Hotel 64, contact Orlando approach 124.8.
24.8, thank you, sir. Have a good day and stay well.
Take care now.
Good evening, Jackson. This is Delta 3117. Going to flight level 240 at flight level 280.
Delta 3117, Jack Center, roger. Boeing 1848 Heavy, clear direct Larry.
Clear direct Larry, Boeing 1848 Heavy.
Jacksonville Center, November 49 at flight level 290, checking in. November 49, Jack Center, roger.
Jack Center, American 400, 360, checking in.
American 400, Jack Center, roger. Speedbird 28, climb and maintain flight level 340, that'll be your final. Speedbird 280 back with me?
Yeah.
Speedbird 28, climb and maintain flight level 340, that'll be your final.
Alright, 340, final. Super.
Over 552, runway 18 clear land, winds 200 at 6. Delta 3117, cross 20 miles north of Oscar Mike November at maintain 12,000, Daytona Beach altimeter 3016.
We're getting about 25
altimeter
FPS.
3016, can you repeat the flight level, please?
Yes, sir. 20 miles north of Oscar Mike November at 12,000.
1,020 miles north of Oscar Mike November.
Potential aircraft, Jacksonville Center closing at 8 minutes. American 400, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
32.907 for American 400. Good day, sir.
See ya. Speedbird 28, Atlanta Center 132.907. Good day.
32.907, Speedbird 28. Thanks a lot, tonight.
See ya.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1124, still out here, runway 8, ready to roll.
Oh, so sorry, sir. After departure, fly runway heading, runway 8 clear for takeoff for Southwest 1124. Sorry about that.
No problem. Runway heading 1124 to clear for takeoff.
Who was checking in? Was it 5-2 Lima? November 552 Lima, Jack Center, squawk 1071, say altitude. United 379, contact Orlando 124.8, good night.
124.8, have a good rest of your night. United 379.
See ya. Road 52 Lima, radar contact at 5 miles east of the Vance VOR. You gonna pick up your IFR, is that what you're doing?
And this is going to be the blue 1639. Let me request this from my end. Wait.
Earth 52 Lima, clear to the Peachtree DeKalb Airport. I'm sorry, clear to the Papa Hotel Kilo Airport. As filed, climb and maintain flow level 250. Earth 52 Lima, read back correct. Clear direct Savannah VOR, resume on navigation. Earth 52 Lima, Charleston altimeter 3016. Southwest 1124, radar contact, climb and maintain flow level 290, say altitude.
Time for flight level 290, 3,700, 1124. 3,200.
24, turn left heading 340, when able, direct Larry.
340, direct Larry, 1124.
November 49, cross Piglet at maintain 11,000 at 250 knots, Orlando altimeter 3015.
We'll cross Piglet, 11,250 on the speed. November 49, thank you, sir.
Potential aircraft, Jacksonville Center closing in 4 minutes.
I don't know what's going on with VATSIM here. I mean, I've never heard all these freaking crazy commotions and things going on like there is tonight. It's wild. VATSIM's usually pretty professional.
Jacksonville Center, up to 1146, 11,000, direct noise.
Who was checking in for Jack?
Delta 1146, 11,000.
1146 Jack Center, climb and maintain flow level 320.
Maintain 320, folks, 1146.
To 1146, when able, clear direct Larry.
Clear direct Larry, next, Delta 1146.
Southwest 1124, direct Larry, resume on navigation.
Direct Larry, 1124 on navigation.
November 49, Orlando approach. Looks like they're probably going to stick around and give them a call outside of Piglet. Radar services terminated. Change to advisor frequency is approved.
Switching to Unicom, we'll get in touch with Orlando and Piglet. Have a good night, sir. Thanks for the ATC.
Take care. Allegiant 2371, Jack Center closing up. Radar service. Let me see. Let's stand by a second. Let me see if I can get Atlanta to take you. Roger. Allegiant 2371, Atlanta is accepting you. Hopefully they can pick you up out there with the transceiver. Contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
32.907 for Allegiant 2371. We'll see you.
See you. Southwest 1124, Atlanta's going to take you. If you're having trouble hearing them, just give it a few more miles. Contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
32.907, thanks for the ATC, 1124.
Take care. November 552, Lima Jack Center closing. Radar services terminated. Change of advisory frequency is approved.
22.8 for 5 minutes.
Delta 3117, unfortunately, Daytona Breach approach is closing. I think tower is staying on. Just runway 7 left in use. Just give tower a call. Radar services terminated. Change of advisory frequency is approved.
Roger, runway 7 left.
Delta 1146, Jack Center closing. Radar services terminated. Change of advisory frequency is approved. Have a nice flight. Good night.
Gonna get a cockpit at Delta 1146.
Boeing 1848, Atlanta's not going to take it. Just give them a call outside of Larry. Radar services terminated. Change to advisory frequency is approved. So long. And Boeing 1848, I didn't catch the readback. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I guess it would help if I unmuted my mic. Switching over to advisory. Have a good night. Thanks for the service, Boeing 1848.
Atlanta, call over Larry. They'll pick you up.
Roger, we'll call Atlanta on the other side of Larry.
November 3552, taxi the ramp via Alpha. Good night.
Atlanta Center is 132975, so we'll get ready for that just in a moment here. What in the hell? One. All right. Almost at our cruise altitude, slowly climbing up to at 40,000 feet. I cannot figure out what that fuel tank ENG is. Cruise, adjusted our cruise to 38,000. We still got pretty good ways. And really, in real life, they'd probably turn off the wing light. And they'd also turn off the logo light. Alright, so let's take a look at our Avi tab here. So we're KATL, we are doing, let's just close that and that, we're gonna go back. Our approach, our arrival is gonna be the Jedi 2. We're gonna do approach ILS 427 left. So let's just check our FMC here and make sure that we have all of the correct things in for our legs. So add above, dister add above, Wookiee is 11,000. Jedi is 10, Daffy is 8. It's 4, so that looks good. We're still pretty good ways out. 40 nautical miles from where we need to be. Cruising along here. Atlanta Center just contacted us. Please contact me 132907. So it looks like they're gonna pick us up pretty good ways out.
Negative 2063.
Atlanta Center, Boeing 1848 with you at flight level 380.
Boeing 1848, Atlanta, good evening, squawk 2015.
2015 in the box, Boeing 1848.
Southwest 792 with you.
Southwest 792, also with you.
That was sweet.
Atlanta Center, losing 23-7, where you calling?
Boeing 1848, ready to contact flight level 309 miles northeast of Almer. And who else was checking in?
Allegiant 23-71-340.
Allegiant 2371, Atlanta, roger.
To be changed for who? Atlanta Center, VATSIM. Flight level 200 to 71-2000 on the 606 ramp.
Speedbird 28, Atlanta, roger.
Center Gigabyte Delta 227 with you now through 11.4, climbing 1.14,000.
Delta 227, Atlanta, climb maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Delta 227.
Southwest 125, let me know when you've reached your top of descent. Southwest 125, descend upon discretion, maintain flight level 240. Speedbird 28, contact Atlanta, approach 127.9.
Approach 127.9, I see that 28, thanks a lot, good night.
Southwest 792, contact Atlanta, approach 127.9.
127.9. Here, 772, thanks.
United 4022, Atlanta.
Almost down Mach 1 right now, or a little bit over speed.
Allegiant 2371, descend across Michelin at 11,000. Greenville, Spartanburg, altimeter 3013.
Send across from Michelin at 11,000, Allegiant 2371.
Boeing 1848, descend via the Jedi 2 arrival, the airline altimeter 3012.
Roger, we'll descend via the Jedi 2 arrival, Boeing 1848.
Southwest 1124, maintain flight level 290, you can expect a descent 20 miles.
Expecting descent to 240 and 20 miles, 1124.
United 4022, Atlanta. Southwest 125, leaving my space to the east, Washington closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Atlanta Center,
I don't understand why the plane is overspeeding itself right now. It should be trying to.
American 1665, Atlanta, climb maintain flight level 270.
I maintain flight level 270.
Red nose 198, contact Atlanta approach 127.9.
50 approach, red nose 198.
American 2718, cross Aussie 12,250 knots, the Atlanta altimeter 3012.
There we go.
American 2718, descent across Aussie 12,250 knots, the Atlanta altimeter 3012. United 4022, Atlanta.
Center United 422 with you, 14,000, looking to get higher.
United 4022, climb maintain flight level 250 for now. I'll have higher for you, clearing traffic 12 o'clock, 25 miles opposite direction of flight level 260.
250, that works for United 422.
American 16, disregard.
I need to go through and get some thumbnails set up.
Legion 2371, expect the RNAV, GPS runway 22 approach to Spartanburg.
Looks like the RNAV runway 22, Legion 2371.
Southwest 1124, at pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 240.
240, 1124.
Number 29, Whiskey, traffic, 11 o'clock, 16 miles opposite direction. It's a United 737, climbing to flight level 250.
We are looking for it, King Antonio Whiskey.
127.9er is going to be the next thing that we got to contact. 1279er.
There's a traffic inside for King Antonio Whiskey.
This plane does a pretty good job staying on the descent path. It's really actually easy plane to fly.
Legion 2371, after the tires intersection, it's the end of the Michelin arrival. You can proceed direct Iropa, India, Romeo, Oscar, Papa, Yankee. It's the initial approach fix for the RNAV runway 22.
After tires, we'll proceed direct Nairobi, 2021.
You can see we're on the path now. Poop at 6,000.
American 1665, climb maintain, flight level 250 for now for traffic, 12 o'clock, 24 miles opposite direction, level of flight level 260. American 1665, climb maintain, flight level 250 for now, I'll have higher for you, clearing traffic.
Where's that? Up to 250 for now, far up there.
United 4022, ready contact lost. American 1665, say again.
Atlanta Center, American 1665. We are not 100% sure yet, but we may need to return to Atlanta due to control issues.
Okay, American 1665, just continue as filed. Let me know if you need to return to Atlanta, and your volume is coming in about 2 by 5. Delta 1592,
Center, Delta 1146, flight level 320.
Delta 1146, Atlanta Squawk 2065.
2065.
I believe we will be returning to Atlanta.
65, you said you want to return to Atlanta?
Yeah, roger that, we want to return to Atlanta as well.
American 1665, roger, you cleared to the Atlanta airport via radar vectors, descend and maintain 15,000, the Atlanta altimeter 2012, and fly heading 090 for now.
Gonna go pick up my dry cleaning, get some dinner.
Roger that, 96,000, altimeter 3012, and you can heading for American 1665.
American 1665, heading 090, descend and maintain 15,000.
Coming into Atlanta.
Roger that, left
Their first
090, down to 60,000.
live streaming the 748.
American 16, estimate.
Whoa, wrong thing.
American 1665, contact Atlanta approach 127.9er.
Roger that, Atlanta approach 127.9 for American 1665, thanks for that.
Southwest 1124, descend via the Jedi to arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3012.
Jedi to arrival, 3012, altimeter for 1124.
About 1146, fired and let you know you're ready to contact 25 miles north of Alma VOR. Descend to pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion, descend 240, 1146.
American 2718, Atlanta. Boeing 1848, contact Atlanta approach 127.9er.
Atlanta approach on 127.9er, Boeing 1848.
Seven left localized feedback to it.
Atlanta approach, Boeing 1848 Heavy with you, descending via the Jedi 2 arrival for Atlanta.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, Atlanta approach, altimeter 3012, ILS 27 left.
Roger, we'll expect ILS 27 left, Boeing 1848.
Speedbird 28, 3 miles from depot, clear ILS 27 left approach.
What in the hell was that?
Cleared ILS 27 left approach, Speedbird 28.
Speedbird 28, contact tower 19-1, good night.
21 tower, thank you, goodbye, Speedbird 28.
Southwest 792, descend and maintain 4,000. Descend and maintain 4,000, Southwest 792.
What is this thing doing?
Southwest 792, flying 180 vector to final.
180 vector to final, Southwest 792.
American 1665, descend and maintain 3000, good rate to 3, please. American 1665, descend and maintain 3000, and best descent rate would be great.
Recognize 198 heavy is established.
Recognize 198 heavy, thank you. Target 1665, turn left, heading 270.
Left turn, heading 270, come back to 1665.
Atlanta approach, Southwest 1124 with you, 1,500, 3 miles outside of Deester with you.
Southwest 1124, Atlanta approach, altimeter 3012, ILS 27 left.
27 left for 1124, altimeter copy.
Southwest 792, fly heading 260, join the 26 right localizer.
260 and join the 26 right localizer, Southwest 792.
American 1665, turn left heading 250, join the 27 left localizer.
Left turn heading 250, 27 left localizer. Atlanta approach, American 106 with you, passing 3,700 to 5,000.
American 106, line of departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
14,000, 106.
Red nose 198, contact the tower 19-1, good night.
19-1, recognize 198, heavy, see ya.
See ya.
Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. The plane,
American 106, contact Atlanta Center 132.997, good night.
132.997,
Southwest 792, descend and maintain 3000 and turn 10 degrees left, join the 26 right localizer.
down to 3,000 and to the left, Southwest 792.
Thank you.
why is the autopilot? I mean, nothing has changed. Why all of a sudden are we not?
10 miles from depot, cleared ILS 27 left approach, maintain 180 knots to depot.
Roger that. Cleared ILS approach.
Never fails to have something go wrong. Not sure what's going on here, but
Southwest 792.5, make it 4 miles from AJ, cleared ILS 26 right approach.
Cleared ILS 26 right approach, Southwest 792. Southwest 792 has 26 right in sight.
Okay, do you want to continue the ILS or you want the visual?
We can continue the ILS.
Okay, roger. Approach clearance is still valid. Southwest 792, contact the tower 119.1, good night.
119.1, thanks.
Boeing 848 Heavy, descend to maintain 3000.
down to 3,000, Boeing 1848 Heavy.
American 1680, or correction 1665, contact the tower 19.1, great night.
Roger that, over tower 19.1 for American 1665 flight.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Never fails to have something go wrong.
1124, descend to maintain 5000.
5,000, 1124.
That approach up to 1146, 13.5, descending on the Jedi.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, fly heading 290, join the 27 left localizer.
Let's 290 to join the 27 left localizer, Boeing 1848.
That's 1146, land approach, altimeter 3012, ILS 26 right, or correction 28.
Okay, we'll expect the ILS 28 until 1146.
Land approach,
2711 with you, flight level 14,000.
2711 Atlanta approach, altimeter 3012, expect ILS 26 right, maintain 14,000.
Maintain 14,000, expect ILS 26 right for Delta 2711.
Atlanta approach, I'm going direct Grumpy. I don't know if that's what you want me to do. Do you want me to do something else? 1124, 5,000.
Close 1124, descend to maintain 3000, flighting 350, vector to final.
Three 3,000, 1124.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, contact Atlanta Tower, 100.1, good night.
Over to tower, have a good night. Boeing 1848.
That's 1146, descend to maintain 5,000.
Atlanta Tower, Boeing 1848 Heavy on the descent 427 left.
That was blocked. Navy 41, contact Atlanta approach 127.9er.
27-9, have a good one, Navy 41.
You too. Sir, I don't know enough about helicopters. American 1665, turn left November, right Tango, cross 27 right at Tango.
Atlanta Tower, Boeing 1848 Heavy on the descent 427 left.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, wind 1303, runway 27 left, go to land.
Clear to land 27 left, Boeing 1848 Heavy.
Delta 115, ready to depart.
Tower American 1665, just confirm we're cleared to cross 27 right.
Affirmative. Delta 115, Arnav to Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to takeoff.
$1,000.
Would you like to take right on Lima for American 1665?
American 1665, affirmative, right Lima, and then that'll take you right into your parking. Have a good day.
Roger that, right Lima, straight into your parking from that 65 minutes right.
$500.
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 1124, crossing Grumpy, with you established 27 left.
Southwest 1124, Atlanta Tower, wind 1303, runway 27 left, go to land.
Winds copied, 1124, clear to land.
$200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we have touchdown.
Delta 115, contact Atlanta approach 127.9er.
127.9. Thank you.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, welcome to Atlanta, turn right when able.
Alright guys, welcome to
Boeing 1848 Heavy, turn left November, right Tango.
Left November, right Tango, Boeing 1848 Heavy. We were going the other way, but that's alright.
Tower American 1665, we are now at the gate, engine shut down, flight tower service, have a good night.
See ya, thanks for flying.
Atlanta Delta 354.
Nice hand flown landing. I was planning on doing the ILS, but
Delta 354, Atlanta Tower, runway 278, taxi via Lima at Juliet Mike.
27 right, Lima Juliet Mike.
Boeing 1848 Heavy, cross 278 at Tango, join Lima to the ramp.
cross 27 right at Lima, or Tango, join Lima to the ramp, Boeing 1848. Go get some food, go get my dry cleaning, call it a night. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that flight. We're just going to pull into the ramp here and disconnect.
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 3364, ready to taxi. Southwest 3364, did the previous controller give you a clearance to Nashville? Not yet, no. Okay, Southwest 3364, are you able to pencil to departure? Yeah, affirmative.
Alright, let's get disconnected here, and let's go check out the replay. If we can. Alright, let's check out that landing. Alright, shift forward. Very soft touchdown, I do say so myself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this flight in the Boeing 747-800. I was looking to do the ILS, but we had some more issues with the autopilot. But that's pretty much expected at this point. 2 days in a row with failed autopilot. But
50, 40,
looking forward to
30,
doing some more flights with this
20,
plane
10.
and getting more familiarized with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, this is Josh, the Limitless Pilot.